In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Stafford, flushed out right. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Stafford.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now it's Stafford.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A. So, Pat, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receiver a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 35, here's second down and 8. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go and a half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw. Stafford.
And he's taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Stafford. Flush to his right. It's complete to Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
At their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
Chiefs 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard
From
line.
midfield, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 3rd down and 1.
Marquise Brown. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Rams.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll fake a jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because it might not.
Down the numbers. There he goes. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the 1st.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Now it's Stafford. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll look to run forward with Williams. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. This will be caught. Oh, my, what a play call there. The tunnel pass works. It's a touchdown. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Chiefs will set up for the...
Here's Mahomes. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Yo, what up, bro? Yeah, he done got caught in this shit. It's over with, man.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
Like a pat
That's
blow.
so true. And it's like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Stick bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drive.
extra adrenaline as they take the field? No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Another try following the sack. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now here's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, his intended target there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Rams have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
The first carry now for Cameron Williams. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds Adams downfield. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. He's got it at the 5. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They go with Williams on the counter. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears 7.
Stafford from the gun. On the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series. even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They just get the play off. And finds Kmet downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 1st down here. Williams will look to throw. Has his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They send the tight end in motion left. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Williams. He's got it. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now. Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
180.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears take over after the interception. option along the 23. Second and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Gonna start things off with a sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was brought down by Jared Burris. Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Bears in need of some points before the break. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Sending the tight end in motion left. Second and 13. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. On play action, here's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 6. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down.
On first down, here's Stafford. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
He rolls to his right. Big strike here to Moore. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Chicago first down. Out of the shotgun again to Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a game 7, third down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Running for it, it's Swift. He runs it across, touchdown! The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown! Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears bump the lead up to 13 points.
Santos to kick off for
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard
The
line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Drops to a knee. Clock's going to run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
53, got a 20, and middle.
Looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. First and 10 from the 41. Second half starts with a run by Swift. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Motioning him from the slot right. From the 35 on 2nd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Like, how didn't let me pick that?
They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Williams again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you've got to find a way to win.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. With your 5-yard gain, that brings up 3rd and goal. Back to Swift. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They get 1 yard, but nothing more. It's 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story. And right now, that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Going from the pistol, Stafford. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. That's Montez Sweat who took him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Right there, baby. Almost there, so let's make a play here.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
3rd and long now for Stafford. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they pick him off again. Escapes a defender. And the Bears are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond the
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. But today, 2 AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 158,
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here we go. 19 instruction.
Fields now to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Hall. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
319, go.
Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 319,
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Here's Stroud.
They'll roll him out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense and is built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
3rd and 8. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Don't jump.
Back to throw. Fields.
Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here we go. 58,
Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Texans.
Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Here we go. 18.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Texans. All right.
Stroud will look to throw once more. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays.
Takedown from 8 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The Texans will line up for the
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
It's complete, and he will get in to make it 8-0.
Jets, nothing. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the move to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's good for another Jet.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are on the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here
it is,
than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We will have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
Polk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Stroud to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 9-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
The throwing again is Stroud.
His pass clock with the 4. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We are live on YouTube, 38th Bounds fan.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mixing up the middle.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here after a 32-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here we go. Up. 58, who's that? Good night.
Play action. It's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
16 yards.
11.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Motion man left is Lazard. Off play action. Fields
Steps away.
now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
It's Wilson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run with Hall. Now he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, son. Good night. Delta. Good night.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
That's another Jets.
Here we go. You gotta,
First and 10.
Ball to get off the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
24-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw is Fields. Pass caught right side by Taylor.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's Fields.
Out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Justin Fields.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And that remained down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
To throw with Stroud.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Okay. 19. Okay. Whoa. Hey, foul.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go. We're good.
One last throw here for Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down.
And that's how you finish something, Eli.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For that,
Be back on in the morning. Start fresh in the morning. Get off with a dub. Catch y'all boys in the AM. We will be live. Bam, spam out. Peace.